What's a creepy fact you wish you never learned?
Commented this before. But if you have abdominal surgery and the surgeon needs your intestines out of the way, they don't try to get them back in exactly as they were.
They can put them in pretty much any old way and they sort themselves out.
Then freaked out even more when someone else commented that you can quite often feel them wriggling themselves back into position.
I had to have a C-section when our daughter was born and heard one doctor say to the other doctor, "Pass me the uterus, I'm gonna clean it."
Still don't know whether my uterus was actually lifted out, still don't want to know.
Chainsaw was invented by two doctors to assist in childbirth. Sawing through pelvic bone gives a mother and the baby some chance of survival if the baby is too big. Yay! Ascaris worms are a type of large, parasitic roundworm that make their home in the human digestive tract. They are endemic in many parts of the world. I used to work at a hospital where we took a lot of patients from very poor and remote places, especially Central America, where roundworm infection is very common.
When you put those patients under for surgery, the anesthesia causes their blood to become slightly alkaline, which the worms hate. So after a few minutes they will start coming out of every orifice in the body.
Nose, mouth, rectum. And I'm talking full-sized worms that look just like earthworms.
It is no cap one of the grossest things you can imagine. You give those patients a drug called bendazole, they poop dead worms for 3 days, and then they're fine.
Not so creepy, but yesterday someone posted about the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion. Some astronauts survived the explosion till they hit the ocean.
Very sad to learn that.
Dolphins are known to be quite intelligent, but they can also be cruel. In some cases, they've been documented killing baby dolphins of other pods, seemingly for fun. Nurse here, man raising hand. I learned that some people will use any hole in a sexual way, including a surgical hole in the stomach to collect poop into a bag, a colostomy. Additionally, some folks with these kinds of holes will prostitute themselves out for use of that hole. How do we know? They come in with infections in these holes and own up to the behavior. I also learned this sexual act is called a Philly sidecar. There are over 200 dead bodies located on top of Mount Everest that serves as waypoints for climbers because it's too risky to retrieve them. Dead bodies moan and grunt when you move them. I was a paramedic and firefighter for 21 years. I was around a lot of dead people. That one misfolded protein can wind up rendering a brain about as useful as rotting cheese. Loa loa, the African eyeworm, can invade the human eye. Adults are between 1 and 2.5 inches long. The president of Argentina and his wife kept Eva Perón's dead body just chilling at the breakfast table. Learning that some plants can actually communicate with each other. Suddenly, my herb garden feels a lot more like a gossip column. That there is literally nowhere in your house that you can store your toothbrush without it getting fecal matter on it, thanks Mythbusters. There are more cells in your body that belong to other things like bacteria, fungi, viruses, and parasites than actual human cells. Some are beneficial, some harmful, and most are just along for the ride. Also, we're riddled with microplastics, so that's fun too.